Hello and welcome. This video is going to be about creating and maintaining a monthly budget for your personal needs to be more organized with your finances. I did a video that was very similar to this, but it was for small businesses, and I'll have that link in the description box. But this particular one is about having organization with your personal, like just everyday finances, to have more organization and to also achieve more of your financial goals. So, do you have a plan for how much money you're going to spend each month? Do you feel like you could use more help with your personal finances? In other words, if I was to ask you how much debt you had, obviously, if you have debt, if you don't, then you're in a much better situation than many of us. But if you had some debt, do you know exactly how much you owe and to who you owe? The banking institutions. So that's what a budget is actually helping you with. It helps put all that in a nice organized system. And also, if you would like to achieve more of your financial goals, let's say you say, oh, I wish I could save enough money for a vacation every year. I wish I could save enough money for a down payment of a car. I wish I could save a couple $100s for something I want to buy, like a computer or a bicycle or something, right? That's what the budget helps you with. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share my fun fact with you before I go on, because I do that at the beginning of each video. I share a fun fact in the beginning and I share a fun fact at the end. Now, the beginning of the video fun fact is that I loved playing Super Mario, the very first version that came out in like the late 80s, early 90s. I loved playing that with my brother. And I feel like that's where I developed a love for the Super Mario Brothers program. It was during those years. Now, let's go to the topic at hand, the benefits of creating and maintaining a monthly budget. Like, why do we need it in the first place? Because it helps you not overspend, avoiding bad spending habits, which is one that I needed help with. That's the first reason why I wanted to create a monthly budget. Being prepared for emergencies, being honest with ourselves about our spending, being less stressed about money because it's so organized and planned, having financial goals, getting into less debt because it's better organized and well managed, saving more, eliminating debt because we're paying it off, and also because it's going to help us be obviously less stressed and more happier. So I'm going to come out of this because what I'm going to do is show you how. Oh, this is not what you need. Okay. I'm going to show you how I create this. So basically, I go and I open up an Excel document. Okay. I do not use the Google product online. Okay. I know it's there. I don't use it because that's web-based. And God forbid your internet's down, you're not going to have access to it. The more I could do like this, where I don't need the internet, the better. So if you noticed again, right here, I have everything downloaded. I have Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and I think I bought the packet from the whole, like all of the programs together from Best Buy for about $70, $80 last year. And so that's what I'm using. This is like the most up-to-date version of PowerPoint. Okay, so once I open it, this is what I do. I go here and I expand the column, okay, because I need room to write. And I put income. Then I go into this column here and I put expenses, enter. And I come right, see what I'm doing? I'm going right in between C and D. That little arrow thing comes out and then I just expand it. The reason I do this, I leave this blank, is because I just for optics, just to be able to like separate the two, the income separated and the expense separated, and also because I'm going to write some numbers here. So for income, like my ways of getting income, I only get paid once a month. But if you get paid weekly, if you get paid every 2 weeks, that's great. What you do is you could put wages, you could put wages again. For me, it would just be one time because I get paid once a month. I'm a teacher in California. We get paid once a month. So for wages here, let's say I write down $3,451.62, something like that. Okay, I write the total. I also have a small business. I actually have two. One of them I've had since 2003. The other one is Efficiency and Organization. That's the website that I'll show you in a few minutes. But Efficiency and Organization generates very little income, but my other small business does generate some money. So I'm just going to say business. And then for the business, I'm going to say it's making, I'll just say $360 a month. Okay, so I'm going to do this at the beginning, the first day of each month. I'm going to know exactly how much I'm going to earn, or I'm going to do an estimation like I did for the business, but a low estimate. So if I get more than 360, because it's really hard to tell when you're an independent contractor, when you're a business owner, it's really hard to tell. But after some time, you know what you're going to get. You kind of have a good idea. Okay, so I'll write that. Let's say it's going to be a birthday month and I'm expecting to get some money. I could put that too. I could say gifts, $50. So any source of income that you expect to get that month, you write it there. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and highlight the whole column, and I'm going to put the money sign, which is right here. So again, the way I did it was I came to this where it says B, I clicked it and I put the money sign. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to number 25 or so. It really doesn't matter. And I'm going to say total, just like that. Because the whole idea of a budget is to match the money that's going to come in with the expenses, the money that's going to go out. Okay. So for the total, this is how I put the formula. Equals sum, parenthesis. Then I come here from the very first one to the very last one. So let's say the last one's going to be number 24. I highlight it, see how it's highlighted, and then close the parenthesis. Okay, so it already calculated 3,861. So it added all those for me. So we know what's nice about this. If I go and add another one, so let's say I'm going to get like a refund or something, right? Like a rebate, refunds. I could put that, and then let's say it was $71. Okay, it already adds it for me. So that's why I use that sum formula a lot. And I even highlight this, so that way it kind of stands out in comparison to everything else. Now I'll come to the expenses. Let's say telephone, mortgage, or rent. Let's say there's a car payment. Every payment that you have, right? You write it here. And then the same thing is what you did here. So I'll come and expand it, and I'll just write some numbers. Like my phone bill right now is about 122. I'll put 37. Mortgage for me is quite a lot, but I don't know. I'll just say it's 1,600. Car payment, let's say it's 391. Credit card, 200. So then same thing. I come down here, okay, and I say equals sum. See, when you put the equal sign, that tells Excel that you're going to put a formula. And then I come here and I highlight the whole thing, enter. There you go. Okay. So this is how you do a budget. And so I'll come here and I'll put the money sign. This is it. Okay. This is how you create a monthly budget. And then, so the idea is, oh, you know what? I didn't put total here. So let me put total and I'll highlight it. The idea is for this number and this number to match. Let's say you put all your expenses. Okay, let's say, I don't know, I'll just say other. You're not supposed to put other. It needs to be very specific. But let's say it came very close. I'm going to say repairs and I'll put 500 for that. And then I just want to make it where it's a little bit closer to the total. And you know what I could do? I'll say credit card 1. And then here I'll say credit card 2. And I'll put 500. So let's pretend that this is all the expenses you have all month. You look and you go, hey, this is nice. I have 3,900. That's how much money I got or I'm going to get. And this is all the expenses that I have. Well, that's interesting because I have some money left over. What should I do? Here's what I would suggest you do. Skip a line and then say difference. Okay, just like that, difference. Because I'm going to show you another formula. put the equal sign because it's a formula. Say income, put the minus sign, expense, enter. So the computer will do it for you. Let's say I add another expense. I say cable and I put $81. See how it adjusted? It will adjust not only the expense, but it'll also adjust my difference. See? So then I know that I'm gonna have $538 left over that month. It needs to balance, the two need to balance. You know what I would do? I would come here and I would say savings, 538.25. That way your balance is 0. Okay, it's an idea. I have one, if you're like, you know what, this is awesome, but I wish that there was one that I didn't have to create on my own. Like I wish there was one that I can have. I have it. So if you go to efficiencyandorganization.com. Okay, so here is efficiencyandorganization.com. If you go under, I have these 6 focus areas on the website, and this is actually my website where I'm trying to teach people how to achieve more in their lives by being more organized, better managed with their time, and being more consistent and having systems and stuff. So if you go under personal finances, you will see in there, I do have some more resources. It should be here. See, right here, monthly personal budget example. So basically, I put like an example for you, but I also have the template, which is right here. Okay. So unfortunately, it's a PDF. I don't think I did one that you could like an Excel sheet, but I could put one in products for you. So all you have to do is get it from there. So up here, if you go to products, you should be able to see it there and you should be able to use it. Now, speaking of products, I have a debt tracker that you can download. It's for $3. This is only if you have quite a few like credit card bills that you're trying to pay. That's how it would help you stay organized. And then also, let me go back to products, show you another thing that might help you. I have goal forms and stuff that you can use. You can download a shopping grocery list form that you can download, and they're all just a couple of dollars each. But this one here is an income and expense tracker. It's supposed to be for small businesses, but that's also something that you can look at if you are an independent contractor or a small business owner. Okay, so I'm done. The only other thing I was going to do was share my second fun fact with you, which is that when I was in school, in high school and throughout college, I always used index cards, these 3x5 index cards. And I love these because I was a math teacher. So naturally, I took a ton of math in my educational lifetime. So I would write the problems on one side, answers on the other, so I could keep testing myself. I would write like important information, questions here, answers here to memorize things. And so I love using index cards. They were a big saver for me. I highly recommend you use them too if you are in school. And that's all I have for today for this video. And I hope to catch you very soon in one of my next videos.